Hey friends, Alex Fisher here for this month's golf tip. This month we're going to talk about how to improve your impact by using a simple alignment stick. So stick around, I'll show you how you can use this simple device to make better contact with your golf shots and be more consistent playing this golf game. Okay, so let's get to it. So how can we use this simple alignment stick to work on our impact position? So a couple of different drills that we can do just to get better. And really what we're trying to do here is trying to get the shaft of the golf club to lean forward at the moment of impact. So a lot of people, when they're really struggling with their golf game, they'll tend to either hang back or they'll allow the club head to get back to the ball just too soon. And we don't want the shaft leaning this way. We want to make sure that the shaft as we're coming into impact is leaning forward. So a couple of things you can do. First off, you can go ahead, and it's a little awkward, but go ahead and put the alignment stick underneath of the actual grip itself. So your hands are actually going to be holding onto this stick here. And what that's going to do, it's going to go ahead and give us a little bit more shaft leaning address. When we actually hit the ball without this device, we don't want to have our hands so far forward, but we're going to have this just resting up against our left side here. And as I make a small swing going back, if my weight doesn't transfer or I release the club early, what's going to happen is I'm going to hit this stick against my side. So can I work on just making sure that I'm keeping that shaft leaning forward and avoiding it hitting my side, and just maybe making some small swings here coming into impact, hitting the ground but keeping that shaft leaning forward. So that's a simple drill that we can do. But another one is just to really get the feeling of what our right arm does in the golf swing, and I call this loading up on the shaft of the golf club at impact. So if I go ahead and put my club there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine that my golf club has the same flex and bow as this stick has as I'm coming into impact, and the way that I'm loading up on that shaft is my right arm is straightening out forward like so. So what I want to do is I want to get that feeling of pushing that club down and then dragging that club forward like so. And the longer I can drag it, looking to drag it maybe about a foot and a half, that's going to give me that feeling of getting that shaft leaning forward through extending my right arm and then dragging that club forward there as well. So those are two simple drills, but we do want to hit some shots as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead now and try and combine those two drills together. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and preset that position at impact, but I want to get that feeling of loading up on the shaft of the golf club. So obviously I'm not as strong where I can make my shaft bend as much as that stick does, but I want to give that feeling of really pushing down with that club, at the same time transferring my weight to my left and kicking that knee in. And then from this position, can I make a small swing back and through, hold that finish and really feel like I'm loading up on that club as I'm coming down into impact and pushing down with that right arm. It's a great way to warm up and start your practice sessions the right way, and it really gives you that feeling and that sensation of compressing and trapping, which ultimately helps you get the ball going straight because you have more control over the club face. So why don't we try out those couple of drills with the alignment stick where we've got it up against our left side and we don't want it to flip and hit our side because our weight didn't transfer. Get that feeling of pushing down on that alignment stick so you see it bowing, and then from here finish everything off here by doing this drill where we get that same sensation of loading up on that shaft, and then from here swing back and then hold the finish going through. I think if you can do that, you'll definitely have more fun at playing this golf game. Thanks for checking out this month's golf tip.